Yo, what's going on, guys? Matthew V. Haynes, aka the Clock Master. It didn't really work this time. AKA the Clock.
It just startled me because it was so sudden.
Okay, well, it got some effect. AKA the Clock Master here with my wife,
Shannon, aka Cosmic Things.
And we are here to check out the first episode of season 3 for
The Witcher, aka the final season.
AKA the final season. It's not officially the final season, but this is the last season with Henry Cavill. So for us, it's the final season.
The final season.
I don't really intend on watching the season 4.
We'll probably check it out.
We'll probably look, okay.
If we get some good footage of him and he's portraying it correctly, then we'll give it a check.
I know a lot of the hardcore fan base, Witcher fan base, kind of already checked out though. At the end of season 2, because some people were kind of disappointed in where they went, and then I don't really know all the drama behind it. Then I know there were some rumors online going on that Henry didn't like. Henry stepped down because he didn't like the direction that they were going with the story.
They weren't trying to make it accurate.
Yeah, they weren't trying to make it accurate. They're stepping further and further away from the books. And that's just kind of the talk I've been seeing online. I don't know how much of that is true or not, to be honest. I didn't really go to investigating too much of it, but I just saw a lot of people arguing about the source material and just not getting, Henry not liking it. And then, Liam Hemsworth now is going to be Geralt. And I don't know what they're going to be doing at this point, to be honest. Yeah. I really just don't know, because to me, without Henry, there's no Witcher. I just don't really see it. I'm pretty sure Liam will do a good job, but I don't know.
I don't know if he'll get it as well as Henry has.
Yeah, I think it's just a bias thing, too, because I don't want to judge Liam too harshly. He might do a really great job as Geralt, to be honest. He might do a really good job. And we'll have to wait and see. We'll check out the first episode of season 4 whenever that comes out. Whenever the trailer comes out, that'll be a deciding factor too.
If we watch season 4.
If we watch season 4, depends on how this season goes. But to me, as of right now, this is the final season, bro. Because it's just Henry is Geralt, and he put so much love into this character and so much, patience and effort and time and creativity and really shaping the live action version of Geralt. And I played some of Witcher 3, didn't finish it, but I listened to some of the audiobooks, never finished them. So I was able to get a little gist of how Geralt was in source materials and stuff like that. And I think Henry did a great job. I'm not a Witcher expert, but from what I've seen, what I've listened to in the audiobook and played in the game, which I still need to finish, he did a fantastic job representing the character. So we will see how this season goes. We will see how whatever happens at the culmination of all of this. I don't know what direction. I know they got the introduction to the Wild Hunt at the end of season 2. And obviously that's the title of the 3rd game, and you get to see more of that. And, this group of beings from another planet, another world, trying to recruit Ciri, to be part of their entourage or whatever, use her power for their own gain. Everybody's after Ciri right now. Everybody will be after Ciri. Oh, another thing too. We didn't watch Blood Origin.
No, we didn't.
So
no. Because everyone and their mom was saying it was horrible. So we didn't watch it.
Critics and fans alike didn't like it.
We had planned to.
Yeah, we planned to.
Yeah.
But even some of the trailers towards the end, if you watch our reactions, it was kind of like...
If you see the difference between the trailer at the end of season 2 and the actual trailers coming out, you can see the diminishing...
diminishing interest.
Yeah.
And the only thing that kept us potentially interested was Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah. That's the only... if we did watch it, that was going to be the only reason we did.
That was going to be the only reason, yeah. So, Jaskier was in it, and there's some time travel thing. And I was watching, as I was rewatching season 2, he was performing a song, and somebody was talking about one of his other songs, how they didn't like it, and about this, and it was about elven stuff. And, it sounded like if he got these stories based on his journeys in Blood Origin, or whatever little role he had in Blood Origin. So I have a feeling that it might come up, but I don't know. But I'm pretty sure they're going to do it in a way that we can all kind of follow along.
Because they know not everyone watched or was going to watch that.
Blood Origin, yeah. So if we see Michelle Yeoh in this season, then it's just like, well,
let me... Then at that point, I'll just watch a recap.
Yep, just watch it. Yeah, anyways, that's it. Let's get right into it. We'll talk about it later as you normally do. Let's get into it now.
Full reaction is on Patreon.
Full reaction on Patreon. Y'all really not about that life, I can already tell. Y'all just not about it. It's not your season, bro. Bro, y'all really think y'all got this smoke. Right. Y'all really don't.
This is light work, bro.
Well, damn. Well, damn. They always got to do this cool shot with Geralt in the beginning.
Of course. Come on.
Ouchies. Ouchies. Ooh. Ooh. That is actually possible, though. To still, like, to have your head cut off and still see.
No, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I think it's only for, like, a few seconds.
Yeah, for a few seconds, yeah.
I think it's up to a minute or so.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if we will ever stop running.
Nope. No. This is actually really Witcher. Y'all just keep running. Yeah. He still won't fully trust her.
Understandably.
What I did. Your friend, Yennefer.
Friend? You tried to kill my daughter.
Right.
Levitation. To say it taught me how to use the Force. What'd you see, Geralt?
Again.
Wild Hunt. Here we go.
Siri, Yennefer, we're leaving.
Yep, here comes the wild. Is it the Wild Hunt or is it just more people?
Seems to be more people.
Oh man.
Where the fuck are they?
Long gone because you weren't discreet.
Yeah, y'all was just announcing your presence somehow.
Right. Come on.
You had to burn the man's shack too.
That was brilliant.
Aw.
Adorable.
It seems that you and less meat, more wine. Yennefer.
You wanna survive?
Success only comes
You need food?
They're just villagers, Geralt.
You can't trust that.
You really can't trust that.
Those just villagers can be ops in disguise.
Fucking wolf. My shite. And I expect payment for my discretion.
How would it just always happens to have two specific spots?
Right.
Would that be such a bad thing?
Well, y'all will be training, bro.
Right.
I promise. But for now, perhaps the girl deserves a break. Your friend.
All these bonds with Ciri are so cute.
I know. Mom, dad, and the child.
Right, literally. That was also me ice skating.
Hey, don't mess with a loving father and his daughter, okay? Right. He's trying to kill my daughter.
Yeah. I don't blame him for not trusting her.
Nah, not at all.
You gotta build that back up.
Yo, that rice, whatever that is, bro.
Real good.
Looking good rice. I just hope that whenever they do separate, that Ciri will be self-sufficient enough.
Yeah.
To take care of herself.
Yeah.
Well, you already know it's gonna happen where like some random thing's gonna happen and she's gonna have to rely on her instincts and she's gonna be like, like naive and just
that is every single show.
Yeah.
Something like that has happened. Shocked.
Hey. Yeah. Man, you can't be doing the nasties with your kid there. You gotta go to another spot.
No one said you gotta do the nasty.
Fair enough.
Okay, H2O.
I'm no ordinary girl. She's really not, though.
Both of us.
You are the Avatar.
That's enough for today.
You can control all the elements.
Stop.
Tell me she's not an Avatar.
With every other kind of magic. How could fire magic be any worse? Remember Rihanna?
See, we don't talk about fire.
I'd like to see them fucking try it. The elves great. Not us. They're just trying to soften the note with the grand cock of Nilfgaard.
I trust this man. Oi.
Bro!
Y'all put way too much trust in those lots.
What is... I need to go with elven blood.
Ah, this dude.
Rilla, she is our new hope. Do you doubt me?
The others are starting to.
Gallatin and the Scoia'tael.
Yeah. It's gonna come to that.
Mm-hmm.
Needed.
Yo, that Robbie ML? Yo, that man looked like Robbie ML.
He did kind of look like him.
So it begins.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be uprisings within the ranks, bro.
Of course.
People are just not gonna be caring about the old ways anymore.
No, don't even get me started on those bastards. Blaming us for murdering that stupid elven baby. That definitely wasn't us.
Bruh.
Question that now.
Radovid! What's that?
Bro, what?
Bruh.
That's your best person?
Really? Well, I'll see you dead next week.
Right, right. All right, nice knowing you, Chief.
Right.
What do you think?
You're getting all dolled up.
You know.
Different people to attack.
You need to hide your hair and masquerade.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Would it kill you to say you look lovely?
Oh.
Ciri,
He's just a concerned father.
idea.
This is a bad idea.
Right, really.
Got a bad feeling about this. Nice mask.
Right.
So,
And you're not even holding it up.
all right, just
It's just, this whole space in between.
Right.
People can't clearly see you.
how could we forget the chin?
So much for staying quiet. Let's go in the maze.
No, let's not go in the maze.
Nah, let's not do that.
Y'all want to catch up to Ciri.
Yeah, I might want to do that.
Do not.
Now they have like a bloodhound chasing her. They don't know that, but still.
No, I don't. This is not time for your sexual tension.
Right. No enemies to lovers right now. You gotta-
No enemies to lovers right now.
no
Find your
enemies to
daughter.
lovers. Find your kid. Hide your wife. Don't worry about all this.
God, showing our age, Matthew.
I know. Oh god.
Oh, Ciri, don't go off too far.
Hey, yo, what the heck is that? Yo, that thing's like a whole congaree. I think the thing rolling like a freaking, those roll beetles called a congaree is rolling like a freaking beetle, like a worm. Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Siri, time to
Cirilla.
use some Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Right.
Yeah, that thing's a congaree, bro. I think the congaree. I don't know what the American name for that thing is.
Roly poly?
That's what y'all call it, roly poly?
Yeah, like the bugs?
Yeah.
Yeah, roly poly. Oh gosh, it's an armadillo.
It's an armadillo?
It's an armadillo monster.
Nah, it's a congaree. Congaree armadillo. Yeah, that's a congaree, bro. That thing, yo.
Okay, Ciri.
All right.
Okay. Putting them skills to use.
Yes, push it back. It ain't enough, but work on it.
Hey, she working on it.
Oh,
There you go.
There you go.
I see that smirk. You're a little proud. Oh. Dang.
We tried.
Wait.
Ouch. With ease. Skilled monster hunter.
I mean, yeah.
Look, trained monster hunter, bro. He don't got to use all his cooldowns.
Unless we find him first.
We draw him out.
You ain't gonna get rid of that dude.
We give him the thing he wants most.
That was being annoying since the last season, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just came out of nowhere, bro.
No one knows that, or else this plan isn't going to work.
Count me in. Tell me what I need to do.
There's only one.
Dude is up for the action.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on!
Oh my god.
Admittedly, with many different different people. And
Oh my god.
nothing. I need you women to stop jumping out of me. Usually it's you coming at me with love.
She just got nothing in return.
I hope they weren't in Blood Origin. Yeah, this is some Blood Origin stuff.
Yeah. It's okay.
Well, whatever.
He did some stuff for the elves. Yeah, yeah.
Have 5 days.
I know something about his song had some power or something or whatever to change some fate or something, some nonsense.
Playing Walloper. Again with this fresh hell, Mr. Zegrin.
Just have Siri just walk into his life like that again.
Right.
Just so casually.
I wrote didn't save me. She didn't save me.
I mean, she did.
Yeah, she did.
But seriously though, you are gonna save me though, right?
It's Shaerrawedd.
Tread lightly.
Shaerrawedd.
It's full of stories.
Shaerrawedd.
Never
Doesn't
seen
say
the
wood?
world
No.
in one place.
That's the name of the episode.
Beautiful.
Nah, it's
The name
red.
of the episode.
Yeah, red.
Humans kept multiplying.
As they do.
Yep. And also as they do.
As they do.
Aileron knew the threat.
Red Owl would make a perfect Viking, by the way. Plus, she has the name Freya. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're no better than the humans.
Bro, that Robbie, bro. That look like Robbie. For real.
It really does. If it's not, I would be shocked.
Yep. She's the left.
Shitty of a guard.
Guy was like, bro, you really judging me, bro.
Right.
Got a good heart, girly, but I don't know about that.
I don't doubt you, Siri.
Ain't that easy.
I do doubt the world, though.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't frightening. Just couldn't sleep thinking about Aileron and my grandmother. They lived centuries apart but burned with the exact same mission. Wipe the other species off the continent.
Mm-hmm. My grandmother hated elves.
When I finally fell asleep, it came to me. If I can offer something different, a way forward that doesn't divide but unites. I'm part elf, I'm part human. I understand both because I am both, and that is my strength.
So was Jennifer. Jennifer's a quarter elf. Come on, we gotta see her be self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. There we go.
Come on, Siri.
Okay.
Could have let her go a little longer.
Right, it could have let her go on a little longer. Come on, I wanted to see her.
Right. It's okay, it's only episode 1. Come on, Siri.
She's trying though. I mean, this guy is skilled, but still.
Yeah.
I like our odds better.
So go back in your portal by yourself. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Always archers. Oof. Yeah. Looks can be deceiving.
Right.
Ouch. Dang. That was cruel.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get her out of here.
Ouch.
Right, seriously, girl, hurry up.
Come on, girl. Make easy work of this, please.
Come on now. Now you're going to use that to your advantage.
Bro, throw him through the portal. There you go. Yeah, he can't do nothing with his hands. Yeah, that's it. Hands broke. I just need Siri to just use her powers.
Yeah, I don't know.
Say, something's gonna happen. She's gonna have to Nynaeve.
She gonna have to Nynaeve at some point.
Oh, dang! There's the shields. Ah! Dude. Say what you want. These action sequences be crazy.
They really do.
Oh!
Ooh. It's okay,
Oh.
in the back. Not for long.
Oh! Uh-oh. Her brother dead. I mean, that dude grabbed Siri. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yasker.
I mean, you can't promise you'll never do that again.
Yeah.
But...
I can't promise it won't happen.
I need help. If I can talk to Tissaia.
Yeah. Nah, you need to talk to Triss. This is what happens
I
too.
don't know how difficult it is to embody power but not have access to it.
Going to Aretusa cannot be the only answer.
It's the best.
You gotta talk. You might have to talk to Triss because Tissaia is after her.
Yeah.
Come with us then. Stay, make sure she's safe.
Nah, you have to bring Triss into this. They gotta split up every season, bro.
Right.
Where are you going?
That's where it comes.
Mm-hmm.
Get help from an old friend.
Yeah, bro. Everyone's dividing now.
Yep. Tissaia is working with freaking dude, bro. This is not a good idea. And I don't blame Yennefer for trying because the last time they met, they were on each other's side.
Right.
We're not gonna see y'all each other until the last 2 episodes.
Right.
One kiss is all it takes. Come on. Come on, please.
Nope. Nope. You know how this goes.
People around her. People I love. It would be
She's in danger with them too.
safe. And mine.
I mean, trust and Geralt don't go in the same sentence.
Yeah. He'll probably be thank you for it, but
He's gonna be sus.
he's gonna be sus about you. He's
Yeah.
not gonna trust you like that. Y'all never trust anyone.
Mm-mm. You really have to earn that.
Mm-hmm. It's the Witcher emblem.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least the wolf emblem. So you're training new mages. It's an annoying guy, man. Can't stand him.
The dangers we've seen foretell an even more menacing future.
He's working for Struggleborn, isn't he?
Just so.
Please know, I will learn to trust you again.
Too many ops.
Mm-hmm.
We belong together.
And here's
Your friend,
good old Papa.
Geralt.
And here's good old Papa. The white flame.
There's so much gonna be happening this season, bro.
Big Papa.
Oh, why you call me Big Pop? Sorry.
It was in my head too. And burning pictures of your wife. He's just getting rid of who he was.
Maybe.
All right, let's talk about this episode really quickly. Thoughts? Where's your head at? What's going on? How you feeling?
Yeah, they're setting up a lot of different stuff right now. Obviously, all surrounding Ciri. But there's a lot going on, so it's hard to like break down everything. But everyone just after Ciri. There's stuff with the elves, or stuff with just everybody.
So let's start with this. How are you feeling about it?
I'm intrigued. I think it was a decent first episode. You know, setting up. You know, they've been running, like they're training Ciri, like she's trying to figure out how to use her magic, and they're just setting everything up. So I mean, I'm intrigued. I think that it could be good going forward.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're in the same boat or.
No, just listen to your thoughts. Like whatever you're thinking.
I mean, I kind of got the gist out.
You don't got any more to say?
Well, I feed off of you two. So I'm trying to see what you have to say about it.
I'm trying to hear your full thoughts, and then I'll voice my thoughts.
I'm not just saying, like, I'm intrigued. They could be good. It could not be good.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, Redania, whatever. Is that what it is?
You say Redania.
No, not Redania.
Redania. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know exactly where that's gonna go either.
Mm-hmm.
Just 'cause everyone just wants Ciri for whatever reason that they all want her. I'm still waiting. I thought they were gonna like show a thing with the Wild Hunt in this episode to like set up that too.
Yeah.
But they haven't really done anything with that yet. So, I mean, this 5 episodes, this one, I don't know how many is in the next part.
Only 2 more in part 2, I think.
2 more. So, I mean, they gotta set it up at some point. But
part 2 in July.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Okay, so here are my thoughts. If you have anything else to add. I'm kind of like, I really liked the first half of the episode. I really like what they were trying to do, like showcasing some of the like emotional bonding between, you know, the characters, between the 3 of them, you know, or the lack thereof between Geralt and Yennefer. And that one is obvious and makes sense because it's like, you know, she had a situation where,
right,
you know, he literally she betrayed his trust, and you know, trust is not something easily earned or earned back after it's lost.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and towards the end of the episode, Geralt's like, look, you'll earn our trust, but it's just going to take a while.
Yeah.
And like, we'll get to that point.
Yeah.
But it's just not going to be some easy thing. And so, you know, I like that. But then, you know, I like them, you know, especially showing like the bond between Ciri and Yennefer, because that's another thing too, that I remember from the games. Not, you know, I also remember Triss having to step in and also help train Ciri in areas that Yennefer couldn't.
So that's probably where they're going to be going to.
Well, they're going to Aretuza, which I don't know why that would be the first thought. You know, because obviously Tissaia is the one that kind of trained most, you know, her, and that's all she knows.
Mm-hmm.
But given the fact that, like, she ran away from Aretuza because they were literally essentially giving her a trial by alliance, like, hey, if you don't kill Cahir, then you're one of them, or if you do kill Cahir, I'm going to make an example out of you, that, you know, you are evil because you have elder blood. You know, Strogoborn is, you know, running his own thing. He had his own people doing whatever because he lost control of, you know, in the council there. They don't trust him anymore. So he's kind of on his own, having his own agenda, doing his own thing. So I know he's going to think, but you know, I did like that. But the issue that I'm having, I feel like what I loved about season 1, more so season 1 over season 2, but things I liked about season 2 as well, was how, you know, I feel like they're really trying to do so much right now. I hope they slow down a bit. I know that they're trying to show.
I feel like they might be, because there is going to be a lot, because everybody is after Ciri, so they have to show all those.
Yeah, they have to establish a threat.
You know, all of that stuff, obviously.
I understand that, but what I'm trying to say is that I'm hoping that they don't continue to try to do too many different storylines per episode. Yeah. I hope that they do slow it down a bit.
Well, I feel like in general, like, Netflix shows always, especially fantasy or action shows, always try to get a bunch of stuff in the very first episode. And then that's, like, after that point is when they slow it down.
No, I know, but I'm saying I'm hoping that they do slow it down because Game of Thrones did this really well, where, you know, I have yet to see another show that can come up close to what they did in Game of Thrones. Haven't finished Rings of Power, so I can't speak for that. And Wheel of Time only has 1 season. But what Game of Thrones did was they had so many different storylines. And they were able to keep it at an even pace. We're not going to speak so much for the last season, but for a lot of the seasons, majority of the show, they were able to compile so many different stories into 1 season and keep it balanced. It wasn't like some episodes. Yes, some seasons were kind of jumpy, But it wasn't really the case. For the most part, we were able to get a decent chunk. And like each episode was about an hour, roughly. So, you know, they were able to go through a bunch of this linear storyline where we know where we're going.
Fair, though, they also had more episodes than Witcher does.
I mean, they clocked out at 10.
Yeah, this one is only having 7.
Okay, but I mean, I remember some Game of Thrones seasons being less than that.
No.
Wasn't some of them being like 9 or 8 episodes? So I remember, I think, wasn't the last season like less than that?
We're not talking about the last season. Just as like a general, like most of them were 10 episodes.
I could have sworn one of those seasons had a little less. But anyways, the point is, I just feel like I don't want it to be... Because I'm being so real with you right now, I have a hard time of trying to see... Unless I just missed it and it just went over my head, which is very possible. I just... I have a hard time seeing what... I know what the end goal was in the games, but for the show, I don't know what the end goal is here. Ciri mentioned what her plan is, and obviously that's what she's trying to work towards. Like, you know, unification, having the elves and the humans work together kind of thing. She mentioned that that was her thing. That's what she wanted to do. So maybe that's the end goal here. But it's just so much stuff going on here. Whereas season 1 and season 2, season 1 was more so showing Geralt, showing his past leading up to the promise, right? Of him getting to Ciri. And then towards the end, they finally meet. And then season 2 was perfectly continued from season 1. Now, okay, here's the aftermath of what happened after this big battle with Nilfgaard. Now, here's what we have to do. And then now it was more so now it was a nice linear focus on, you know, I'm not saying it always has to be this way, but I'm just saying the story was pretty clear. It started out with them in a village, an abandoned village. Geralt meeting an old friend, whatever. Ciri starts to travel with him. They get to Kaer They train Vesemir. Things happen. Eskel. That whole thing happened. Whatever. They started to introduce other sub storylines with that, with the elves and Fringilla and the Deathless Mother or whatever, and setting that up for Wild Hunt. So obviously setting up to this bigger thing. And then now we have the aftermath now that everybody knows about Ciri and now everyone's trying to get. So I do understand in the first episode, they are trying to establish a threat that, okay, everyone knows about Ciri now. It's no longer a secret. The story of her having elder blood is out there. Everybody wants a piece of the pie now. And they have to establish that threat. You know, they have to show, which is what they did.
I do feel like they are going to slow it down, though, because now she's, like, taking Ciri to go train. And I feel like that'll, you know, slow down the threat a bit. It's not going to be as action-y for, like, maybe an episode or two.
Yeah.
And because that's just kind of the formula that I've noticed within these kinds of shows, is that usually the first episode is the craziest. And then, because you obviously got to pique interest.
I'm just worried about the direction of where they're actually trying to take this story. Because obviously they have some longevity plan. They want this to carry on for a bit. Obviously, by replacing Henry Cavill for a 4th season.
Right.
They want this to carry on. I don't know how far they want to take the story. I don't know how...
Who's to say that after season 4 does air, if it's going to get renewed? They might have to just end it at the next season. You never know.
We really don't know. That's what I'm trying to say. Is so much things left unanswered now, but it's just that I don't know. I know I'm thinking a little bit too much about the future, but let me just kind of bring it back to the episode. In terms of just the episode, I did enjoy parts, but obviously those are just my concerns as to where they could potentially go. So that's just kind of where I'm at with that. So we'll just have to see what happens in the next episode. That's really all it comes down to. Yeah. So, unless you have anything else you want to add? Yeah. So I think that is it. I feel like I'm all the way in the corner here. I don't know if the camera has moved over my hands.
You have moved quite a bit. So.
I mean, I usually sit over here with my hand on the thing.
Oh, it's because I'm sitting forward a bit more.
I don't know. But either way.
Yeah.
Or just because it's on this screen, so it feels weird.
Yeah.
Or it's this screen. I'm over a bit. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode and this reaction to this episode. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Clockmaster and
Cosmic Binks.
out.